My worst holiday Christmas fail is that every year my roommate and I think the other person is going to get the Christmas tree. Obviously it never happens, and so this year I'm hoping that one of us can get it together.
It would be this mustache.
Maybe eating too much and just turning into a ball of laziness on the couch.
I went to this family's house for Christmas with my family, and my family's like a little more badass than their family is. And we drank all their champagne, and then my brother hooked up with their daughter, and then they didn't talk to our family anymore.
I do remember one year getting a little carried away on the delicious eggnog and being far too hungover to open presents in the morning.
My holidays are pretty great. I don't know.
I tried to make pumpkin pie fudge, and it didn't turn out so well. I pulled it out of the fridge, and it was literally a block of pumpkin fudge ice.
A couple years ago, I was at the airport with my family. I got lost from them, and I got on the wrong plane. I ended up in New York, and then I had to stay at the plaza all by myself, and I met this lady in the park, and we were feeding pigeons. It was a disaster.
One year when my family and I tried to do Christmas caroling, and we printed out the lyrics to Santa Baby and practiced all night, and then after our first house we got really embarrassed.
Showing up to an ugly Christmas sweater party, but my sweater wasn't an ugly Christmas sweater.
When you have people over for dinner and you make an incredibly delicious souffle and you bring it out and it completely goes
none. I'm really on point when it comes to Christmas.
Going on a ski trip, and my bed was using some sort of detergent, and I was allergic to it apparently, and I'm not allergic to anything. And my entire body inflamed in hives, and I looked like a little Buddha baby.
I fell asleep and I slept through half the party.
Going downstairs and finding my mom writing Santa's note, and also just taking cookies and doing that on the plate. And also putting my gifts under the tree. It was never the same after that.
I put this cooking oil on the bottom of a sled thinking that it would make it slippery. I jumped down onto this big hill, and just the bottom of it stuck to the snow, to this mound, and my face went right into the snow.
Last Christmas, I came home and I brought this pumpkin cheesecake recipe, and my mom and I were gonna make it together, and we're so excited. And then I took a nap, and then I woke up and she had made the cheesecake, which is not really a fail because I woke up and had cheesecake.
We brought home this big tree and it had a big net around it. I went to cut the net, and when I cut the net, all the branches came out and literally just like Chevy Chase moment, just sprung out and knocked over a bunch of really expensive glassware and all sorts of things, and ended up breaking. And
the time that I tried to make sugar cookies with a friend, and instead of using 1/3 of a teaspoon of baking soda, we ended up using 13 teaspoons. And it didn't work out too great for us.
When my mom was trying to guide me on the bike, I lost control of it and ran straight into a tree.
I didn't know that you had to prepare turkey days in advance. So a day before Thanksgiving, I thought I could just go to the grocery store and get a turkey, but they're sold frozen.
My mum bought me everything rollerblading related because I told her I enjoyed my night rollerblading. So I had a rollerblading top, rollerblading socks, rollerblading knee pads, and I had to tell her that as much as I loved her and I loved the thought, I didn't really like all of the rollerblading stuff. What was your biggest holiday fail?
We wanted a really big tree. We convinced our dad to buy one. It was too big to get in the house. We had to chop it in half, and it looked horrible.
Eggnog. Definitely eggnog.
I was my brother-in-law's Secret Santa, and I don't know, there was a communication breakdown or something, but I ended up buying him a present that my sister had just bought him.